Welcome back to another one of our amazing interviews with the Sharks of JVX. And right now I'm sitting here with Jase Souder, founder of the World Class Speaker Academy, knocking it out of the park with your stuff. Man, what a shark. He had the teeth bared last night. That was so much fun, brother. I want to just go dig right into some deep elements here. You know, some people call it your USP, unique selling proposition, whatever. I like to put it like this. What is the thing for yourself that you're most proud of, that you either a concept you created or some way of looking at business that was so different, or even some accolades that maybe you've received at some point? What are you most proud of as an entrepreneur?
Is it okay if I share my why first? Will it be all right?
No.
Okay. So.
No, I'm kidding. Go for it.
Think about it then. So, because I think it's more important than what I've done. And why we do what we do is for our ideal client, we believe they have a God-given mission only they can do, and it can be fulfilled and funded through their business. And so what that means is, like JVX, there's a bunch of people here who want to make a big impact. They want to radically improve people's lives. They want to help a lot of people. And I'm still naive enough to believe we could change the world. You know, and even if we just empower these coaches where each of them touch 1,000 lives, how many lives could we touch? Yeah. So that's why we do what we do. And then what I'm most proud of, actually, we have a side project unrelated to my business where we import paintings from Africa and we sell them and we give all the money we only keep enough money to buy more paintings and we give all the money to charity.
Yeah.
And in the last year, there's a place called City of Refuge Ministries. It's in Ghana, and they save kids from being child slaves. Like the fisherman goes to the coastal cities, says, "Hey, I need kids to work on my boat. Have them work my boat, then I'll pay for them to go to school." It's a big lie. They just take the kids as slaves. So this couple got it on their heart to save these kids, and we sell the paintings and we donate a portion of our sales. And we gave them enough money in the last year. They were able to buy new desks at the school, and they were able to build a grain mill so they could feed a lot more kids, and they just bought a school bus. And I'm like, we bought a bus! It's like,
amazing.
Yeah, and it's really cool. And I don't know if I'm talking too much, but someone asked me today, we have a big event coming up, and it all goes well. We're going to make a lot of money. And like, what are you going to do with that money? And I'm like, nothing different. Like, actually, this is my other biggest accomplishment. When I see my clients make a $5,000 and a $20,000 sale, or do 6 figures, or like one of the other sponsors here, we help them go from their biggest event ever was $600,000 to $1.1 million. Like, that's freaking exciting, you know? Like, what my people are doing is the most exciting thing to me. That was a long answer.
It was, but I'm going to tap in on something that I think you said that really lands home with me, and that is that more money's not going to change you or what you do. You know, and what you're doing is giving back too, and that's something to be super proud of. And so I'm proud of you for that, man. That's really freaking awesome. It's cool.
It's fun. It's rewarding. You know, and I remember early in my entrepreneur journey, I remember them saying, "Money doesn't change you; it just makes you more of who you were." And who I was back then, I made a bunch of money and I went crazy. I was an idiot. And now that who I am, man, this might sound goofy, dude, but like, I get so excited I could pay my credit card off.
Right.
Like, some people hate paying bills. I freaking love it because I can.
Yeah.
I like to go to Costco.
Do a run. You can't get out of Costco for under $700 probably. You know.
No, they'll get you. We just bought my wife a car and we were able to pay cash, and just like, that's for me, a big life is just being debt free and getting able to meet cool people and do cool things.
Yeah. And being able to give back like you do too, which is, that's just so amazing. Thanks. Now, I know one of the things that you do, and it's a way of giving back. That's a charitable way of giving back, but you also give back in what you teach people to do. You teach them in a way to have an impact. And so, what would you do? And maybe this could even be something in your coaching piece when you get somebody who comes to you and like they're just starting out from scratch. But for yourself, if you had to start all over again with nothing, bottom of the barrel, what would be your 2 biggest priority things that you would go, I want to do this and this?
Here's what I would do. Whoever's watching this, especially if you're new, go deep in personal growth. Like, run after every coach, hypnotist, seminar, ayahuasca, I don't care what it is. Go deep on your personal growth, because your business is only as good as you are. And I was having a conversation, we were talking about some of the other speakers this weekend, And there's a few speakers here and people hanging out here that should be making millions upon millions upon millions of dollars. And it's something internal in their subconscious that's hemming in their success. And if they would do the work to get that out of the way, they would just explode.
Yeah.
And so that's number one. And then number two, learn how to sell. Learn how to communicate. And then sales is just, to me, sales is high-level communication with an intention, and selling from stage takes it to a whole nother level. Learn how to sell, because, I think I had the genesis of this, I really got from the first seminar I ever went to was about changing your subconscious in sales. And right around that time I read Rich Dad Poor Dad by Kiyosaki. Mm-hmm. And Kiyosaki says, people would ask him, like, how do I get ahead in business? And Kiyosaki says, he says, get a job at Xerox for a year, learning how to sell. But Xerox is out of business. But his point was, and I think a quote goes something like, whether you're a boss, spouse, parent, or child, communication is the base skill of personal success. And the architect has to sell his vision. Lower level employees got to sell that they're valuable and work their way up. We've got to sell our ideas. When you're cutting your podcast, you're not necessarily doing an overt sale, and you're communicating in such a way that people want to come back, or maybe they are doing a sale, and then you sell from stage, I sell from stage. Like, if you could sell, you can write your ticket, and if you can't sell, everybody sees, oh, so-and-so invented this app and made, that's few and far between.
Right. Well, I love both of those items that you're saying there, and especially it felt like to me, the words weren't exact out of your mouth, but selling, being able to sell, is a learnable skill.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so that's learnable. But the first part, which is so vital, is, I believe, 98% of business is a mind game.
Yes.
Yeah, and if you can get past your own mind game and then learn to sell, put those two in combination, and I think it's a killer formula. So,
yeah, you didn't say this, but you planted a seed I really like. Sales you can learn, and maybe on your own. Personal growth, to really grow, you can't do it on your own. Mm-mm. Like, you could read some books and get inspired, you get some opening, but the best personal growth I've ever had has been with a mentor, a coach, a hypnosis session, or most of my growth has been at seminars and workshops. And not seminars where it's lecture, it's where you go deep, looking at making your hidden beliefs that are holding you back visible, and then working on them.
Really experiential.
And it can be, frankly, there is a lot of tears. It can be painful, but the other side of it is a freedom. I heard a phrase when I first started my personal growth journey: if you're willing to do for 2 years what no one else is willing to do, you can do for the rest of your life what no one else can do. And for me, what that meant was I went 2 years nonstop, seminars, workshops, mostly on personal growth and a lot on sales. Very little on like how to do a business. And then when I figured out what business I wanted to do, we were able to grow real fast because the foundation was in place.
Yeah, you were so spot on with that. And the challenge I find is most people aren't willing to put in those first 2 years of really focusing hard on it, and that's why a lot of people just flounder. But I got to ask you this as well then. So for you, obviously, with your Speaker Academy, who is your ideal client? Like, who do you serve most, and what's the promise?
Oh, thanks for asking that. So, Can I get one more thought? So remember when we were doing the sharks last night?
Oh, yeah.
You could see out of those 5 who had a capacity to make sales and who didn't. Mm-hmm. And the sharks reacted different to them. The audience reacted different. The offers they got were different. And on the real, like the Shark Tank on TV, that's the first question they always ask. How many sales have you made? Yeah. And so if you're watching this, you can either choose to get great at sales or don't, but you'll get those results.
Yeah.
So our brand promise is we help people become a world-class speaker who makes massive impact, raving fans, and a rush of new clients with every presentation. So it's how to sell from stage. Our ideal client has 2 things in common. The first is they want to make a difference, and the second is they want to make a lot of money. Because the people are like, I want to make a difference, and I don't care about the money. They don't have enough money to be a client. They never have money, and then they don't have money to market, and it's really hard to help the poor when you're one of them. They don't have money to give. I was just in a church today, and I'm reading this book too by these different pastors, and they were talking about, like, if you want to change the world, money is needed. So you don't have to be this money-hungry person, but money is needed.
Yeah.
So, and I've worked with people who are just money oriented without wanting to make a difference.
Yeah. That sucks too.
Those really suck. So,
yeah.
people who want to make a difference and want to make money, we put those together. And my friend Mike Crow always said, the more money you make, the more people you can help.
Yeah.
So let's make a bunch. Let's donate to the right charities. Let's, depending on what you believe in, donate to the political action committee of your choice.
All right.
Donate to the things you believe in. Take care of your family.
Yeah. There's an expression I've always used around that realm of like, hey, it's really hard to shine your light if you can't pay the electric bill, so you need to be reimbursed for it. But you gave me another spot on it. Is like, if you really want to, you know those big massive spotlights they use in Hollywood when it's a big premiere? That takes a lot of power to do that. So you got to, if you want to really elevate your light, you need to make more, and what you're teaching people is how to do that, how to get up on stage and really knock it out of the park. So
yes, and then if you really want your business to grow, like JVX Live, Action Air, you probably want your business to grow. It takes money to market.
Yeah.
Either to pay for another stage, or ads, or awareness, or some form. You need money to grow the awareness of what you're doing.
Yeah.
But then when you grow that awareness, then you're going to help more people, and then you make more sales, and then
it just rolls. Yeah.
Yeah.
Love it. Jase, it's been great chatting with you today here. It's so much fun being a shark with you last night.
Yeah, it was
Hope we
awesome.
get to do it again sometime, brother. Thank you.
Thanks, you guys.